Let's talk a little bit about Shopping Sherlock's compensation, because people sometimes wonder about, how important are compensations.
Right.
And me, that's the last component. I believe you need to make sure the leadership is solid, there's a real good product there, and then let's look at the comp plan. But in your guys' case, because we know that you've got something that works, share a little bit about how the comp plan works.
Well, basically what we have is, and we pay out ultimately when you look at it, because I look at the public companies in our space as well, and I look at what their payout is. We pay out 68% of every dollar that comes in.
Which folks, you need to know, that's the top end of a payout. You can't much go over that on the net without screwing your company up. So you're given to the people.
Right, and so what happens is that part of the payout is you give away the product for free. As people use the product, you make affiliate income basically as people use the product and benefit from the product. So there's that usage income that you make from basically the acquisition of customers. We've got a great customer, that we give them basically the Sherlock Saver, which they can use. They put in a product, it instantaneously shows them where they can get the best deals on that product.
Is this limited on products? I mean, if I wanted to buy let's say carpet for my house, I mean, I can. You're not limited to just restaurants or stuff like that, right?
It shows you where you can get the best deals. We've got affiliate relationships here in North America, for example, over 30,000 affiliates, about 80 daily deal companies. They also get cash back. So when you give them away as an affiliate and people use it, the people actually that actually use the product get cash back on their on their products. We've got a lot of companies that give cash back as well as the best deal, and at the same time the affiliates make usage income. So that's one part of it. And then as they build a team basically and sell our product for $249, there's fast start bonuses. We've got a binary compensation plan that pays out great. And then one of the things that people are most excited about is actually our overrides that we have, our matching bonuses. Our matching bonus program actually allows people to make, ultimately at the top position, 30% overrides, not just on the people that they personally sponsor and going down basically, a certain level, on generations. That's actually, we've got people in our company that are actually overriding on the income of 1,000 people on their commission.
Wow.
And so that kind of generational bonus seems to be something also that really excites people. And one of the things that we've done here, because we're with Vitel, and when we looked at the comp plan, we actually took some of the top people from Vitel. We looked at the revenue that they were doing as part of their group, how much revenue, and we looked at the income, and then we compared that to what the people in Shopping Sherlock at similar revenues were doing, and it was almost double, what we were looking at. So we're excited about the comp plan because, in this industry, and being able to stay competitive and so forth, that's important.
Yeah, it is. Very much so. And it's something that, one of the reasons I wore this shirt is because at the bottom it says it's about action and not by just ideals that you succeed. And every time we meet, it doesn't matter if we're at an industry event, if we're just chilling, you take ideas and you turn them into actions. And that's one of the reasons that I've loved hanging out and being part of the company. And I think that's what's going to be so beautiful about this merger, is because as more people get together, more ideas come out, more trends take place, and you and your team, you got a phenomenal team, are able to disseminate between what's a fad, what's a trend, and put it into action. Has it always been that way, or have you had some failures along the way?
No, I've had some failures along the way. I mean, you learn from your failures. I've been involved in business. I was involved in the internet since 1994. I've funded a couple companies.
Prior and after the bust and boom and all that.
Prior and after the bust and boom. So, I've had some failures along the way and hopefully learn from those failures. I gave the seed capital to a couple network marketing companies to get started. I put the CEO in place in one. I've consulted for several others. So, I've learned along the way, and I've always looked, I'm a technology guy. I've always looked to be able to take a technology and position in front of the trends and give people an opportunity to be able to finally profit from those trends. We look at, for example, Facebook. Facebook built 1 billion customers, basically, and who built Facebook? It wasn't, Mark Zuckerberg Mark Zuckerberg built the platform. He became a multi-billionaire. Some of his early people became billionaires, but the reality is that not only did we build Facebook, but we provide the content that keeps people coming back to Facebook, that Facebook monetizes. let's turn this around. It's about time that the people that give away, that participate, that give away a product for free, and as people use it, let's reward them. And that's really what Shopping Sherlock has done. And so that's part of, my thing with network marketing, in this industry is really providing people. Our job is to execute and provide the foundation and the tools for people to be successful, and then to create the culture. And some of the things that I like about, and some of the things that I've learned over the years, is that the magic with companies, basically, when you see the companies that become billion-dollar companies, it's really that magic of culture that they've also created. And so that's something that I've learned over the years, and that's something with Shopping Sherlock that we're really excited about, is creating that worldwide culture for people, creating that family kind of environment, and giving people an opportunity to be able to achieve financial freedom for them and their families, and have the personal growth and develop those relationships. Not only here, but we're becoming our world is becoming globalized.
Oh, big time.
Look at what LinkedIn, if you use LinkedIn, you'll see there's kind of like a 6 degree of separation, how small the world is becoming, and the ability to develop those worldwide friendships and relationships and take advantage of the globalization while positioning yourself in front of these trends is something that's really, really exciting for me.
Well, I get a magazine called ID Magazine, and it's for ideals. I mean, there's all this, and the latest copy I had said, the next world superpower is the internet. And I think it's because all of these grassroots come together, and it doesn't matter if it's for business, political, religious, or what it is. We saw the Arab Spring and how just this surgence on the internet, on Twitter and Facebook, kind of changed what was happening, and that's the future. And I'm going to use that to segue, because we've been talking about business, but I know enough about you to know your passion, and you are big time into giving back into the charity world. Share a little bit about that philanthropy side.
Well, I've been involved with the Hollenbeck Youth Center in Los Angeles now. Started with them 20 years ago. I'm on the advisory board with them, and they're just a great model that of an organization that works with the youth and providing mentorship and so forth, and which is critically important. So I've been with them, and then we do with Shopping Sherlock. Really, our cause is cancer. And some of the things that we do is for our affiliates and our representatives that participate in events that raise money for cancer. We sponsor, we support them. We're getting more and more involved also in the travel space, and being able to bring in travel companies, because travel is huge on e-commerce. Being able to and people are using the internet and mobile to be able to find deals on hotels, on airfares, on cruises, and so forth. And so one of the things that I'm most excited about is also our ability. We're going to create travel programs and a bucket list kind of thing. So people with terminally ill families can actually go and have we can create a great memory with them, with some great vacations and that kind of thing. So it's really about, my personal thing has been with the Hollenbeck Youth Center for many years, but also with our company and addressing that, hideous disease, basically, of cancer. And almost everybody, and especially as you get older, Troy, people that are touched by it. And they've got, a personal connection, and if we can help them be able to honor those people and raise money to be able to make a difference, that's something that I'm really excited about. And I love the ability to be able to go around the world and spread that culture.
I think that's great.
Yeah, because, too many companies right now, you look at corporate profits, Troy, and you look at what these companies are making on a corporate, not in network marketing, but on a corporate from a corporate standpoint, and you look at why aren't they giving back to the communities that were really where their customers
are. Right where they're at, yeah.
And I think we have a chance in network marketing, and a lot of companies do a good job of creating a culture that basically makes a difference and gives back. And we want to also be one of those companies that's leading the way in doing that.
I love that. And folks, I want you to understand, this is, when Michael talks about cancer, we all get hit somewhere along the line. We've got friends that have gone through this. So this isn't just a propaganda piece or, hey, let's do something. This is at the heart. When he talks about the youth center, I followed him so much that this is at the core of who he is. And I think the core of who Shopping Sherlock really is becoming internationally. There's people now that have watched you that are leaders in your company that realize it's more than just money. The money needs to be the vehicle to go out there and change the world and change people's lives. And you guys really are leading that. And I appreciate that much.
And I'm looking forward to it, Troy, and I appreciate basically you and all that you do for the industry as well. I incredibly value our friendship. I use you to also as a sounding board, that, you know, and the advocacy that you have for this industry is tremendous, and it's always nice to be able to sit down with you.
Thanks. Well, guys, that's it. We've been hanging out here. We know we probably kept you a little bit longer than usual, but that's what it's about, is showing that the direct selling industry, network marketing, MLM, whatever you call it, what's going on. Companies are out there, stories are being created. So remember, live life like it's an epic adventure, stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.